A day spent at Simeon East Rural Attendance Center looks a little different than your typical elementary and middle school. There are only 2 classrooms, 2 teachers, and 7 students. School consolidation closed many country schools in the state, but in areas like the Valentine district, which covers some 3,000 square miles in Cherry County, the rural schools stay open to keep school commuting times reasonable. The rural schools with Valentine Community Schools are Goose Creek, Kennedy, Cutcomb Lake, Wood Lake, German Settlement, and Simeon East. Lisa Ady teaches kindergarten through 4th grade at Simeon East. Among her 3 students, who are all in different grade levels, Ady plans 21 lessons per school day.
That's a typical day for me because each student gets their time with every subject, and some I combine. Some of my 3rd and 4th graders do some things together. If there's projects as far as art and music, that's a K-8, so that's a typical setting. It's very different from a 1 grade level classroom.
Ady's students are Sutton, who is in kindergarten, Sage, who is in 3rd grade, and Alyssa, who is in 4th grade. The older students at Simeon East are 5th through 8th graders. They are Luke, Cody K, Cody N, and Reagan. The older students at Simeon East say going to a rural attendance center helps them learn.
In a littler school, you can pay attention more, and a lot of more kids in our school, in town school, like to mess around during class, so they're not paying attention as much, so they don't learn as much.
Parents can also see benefits in their child going to a rural attendance center. Paige Kronhoffman has a child at Simeon East and one at Valentine High School.
Basically, all I can say is she had such a strong academic foundation from going here. High school has been not as hard for her as probably some other kids because academically she's so strong. Some part of that comes from if there's 5 units for them to do. Some other schools, like maybe the city schools, I'm not saying anything in particular, but they might do 3 of the 5 units. Our kids in the rural schools do 5 of the 5. It just pushes them ahead.
Having taught at a kindergarten through 12th grade public school previously, Ady enjoys the relationship she has with her students in a smaller setting.
The camaraderie with the students, you find none like that. There's not, you don't have the discipline problems because, if you threaten, they know you're going right to the parent and it's stopped. They just don't test the waters maybe as much as a classroom full of 25 would because there's so few. The elders help the youngers. It's amazing. It is a little family.
You go to their house and they're just like siblings to you.
Aside from learning English, math, science, social studies, and arts, Ady believes students who are at the rural attendance centers learn other life lessons as well.
So they're not only learning, the curriculum, but they're learning to be tolerant and patient and other important things that you need to have in order to survive.